I mean, I don't want to set up the video like that, but let's say this girl, she's really beautiful, but let's say, you don't care about her. Let's just say she give you an attitude, this and that. Would I even care? Would I feel kind of, I don't know, like shy around her or anything like that? Or and maybe she just wouldn't, but I'm just not into her like that. Would I feel kind of nervous around her? Unless we had a conversation like, oh, I thought she's nice, this and that, and I would kind of, and my feelings twist up. Then I'll feel kind of, shy, reserved a little bit, and I'll watch my words. Not that I would be too self-conscious, but it's about how you feel, and uh, for me, I think I already said it, but it's like, you could be the most beautiful woman in the world, and it's like, if you don't do it for me, if I see that, you consider yourself absorbed, or maybe just not that smart, I'm just not gonna be nervous around you. And it's like sex is not everything to the point where it's like the physical part changes, so it's kind of nice, but it's not that important, and the body can be worked on, you know, especially like for females, they can if they really they really want sculpt their body, they really can. Males can as well. So for me that as far as what I am in life and what I always was, it's about health. It's about health, and if you take care of your body, your body at least, it shows that you actually care about your well-being. That's just the simplest way to say it. It's kind of the mundane, most boring way. But I'm not saying there's a correlation. For me, it is because every time I had instances in my life I lost weight and I was just taking care of myself. I had everything. I was trying to organize everything in my life. It's like when I get obese. Even right now, I weigh 177 pounds, which isn't too bad, but I want to take down. I still want to lose my belly. I've been eating a lot of bread, and I've been drinking coffee with sugar, and I drink beer a couple times. So I gained like 3, 4, 5 pounds maybe, But I'm like that. I like to stay fit, but I'm not saying like anyone should probably feel some type of way because of my body as well. Like I'm more of a into the personality kind of thing. Not that that's the only thing either, but if you have a certain personality, maybe if even if you don't like it, but if you do, if you get what I'm saying, if I don't accentuate it properly, or if I don't do it right, I do feel kind of a little embarrassed, but because I didn't do it right, But that's the only thing I feel embarrassed about. And yeah, I mean, I who doesn't feel kind of reserved in a certain way in a certain situation, right? But at the same time, it's like your physical appearance uh, shouldn't really get me to a level where I feel shy and reserved to talk to you or her even, and it's like and I've been my last my last girlfriend. I'm not gonna talk about it, but as far as everything else, it's the physical aspect is important, but it's not the most important thing, and it's not gonna influence me how I feel if I'm shy or reserved, you know. I mean, the intimidation part does come kind of with looks and like in a certain degree, but in my experiences, it's like I don't go off flirt too much, you know. I have an open personality, so I joke around a lot, um, and that's pretty much it. And then it's like in today's world, I can't even like make that assumption. It's like I don't want to be with anybody. I had so many this and the other thing. People burn me that it's like fuck that. I don't want to be in a relationship. Period. But also for me, it's like I'm still on that relationship thing, so it's like I don't want to just sleep around. It's like it's fun, but it's like 10, 15, 20 minutes, let's say, right, of fun, and then it's like what, that's all. I mean, it's a good experience, but there's so many other things. I think I already talked about that. I just feel people put too much emphasis on how somebody looks, to a certain point where just like uh, for me, it was if a girl has a pretty face, I'll be attracted to her. That's pretty much what it is. And the body, it could be worked on. I understand that. And I would want to find a partner that just actually does something physical, like goes out, not necessarily like work out in the gym, but like something with nature, walking and like maybe riding bikes or just even playing like tennis or something like that, or like volleyball or something, like beach volleyball. It'll be cool to know a girl like that. So it's like, yeah, you kind of probably a body goes with that because you're into that. Even you're not the most fittest person, but you can play for like 20, 30 minutes and then go for a walk, go for a beer, or just ride a bike. It's like if you can't do that, then it's gonna be like just me doing it by myself. So there's also that, but I'm not intimidated by that because I'm into those things. Also, it's like let's say a chick that can play video games, and you like the video game master. It's like you're gonna be intimidated by that girl. I mean, if she looks good, you'd be like, oh my god, like, so cool, I'd be like, oh, you can play it off, it's like, I'm not gonna start playing video games, but, you're gonna be like, yeah, right there. No, not 2 months, I can sleep, it's kind of, what? Yes, it's stamina. I thought you did, I'm not gonna go there. But it's whatever you're into, right? Just I joke around to it. But you know, the yeah, I mean, physical attraction is important, but I won't be intimidated by someone just because of physical looks. And it's not because oh well, she looks better than me. Oh, she's hot. Oh, I want to mess this up. Unless it's someone I really like and they're nice, but it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna be hung up on one person because I had that happen. Hung up on chicks, and then I realized that yeah, they ignore you, or they just they talk to doofuses and they fall for stupid shit. Maybe they just all they care is about money. And it's like all you care is about money. It's like I could care fucking less. Even if I have money, it's like I don't want to buy companionship. Even like sexual activity. Maybe if you're like really bored and it's like alright, but then it's kind of like yeah, but it's all about sex. Kind of like let's say you just get into it and like you meet a girl, and you're intimidated by her looks. It's like I would feel kind of uncomfortable. I think unless I was really drunk and it's like fuck it, like I don't care, you know. But it's like I don't want to take it to that level because it's very irresponsible. Who knows what could happen. And plus, I never really got into it like that. I actually talked to a female, so it's like you get to the point, and it still feels like kind of awkward, or uncomfortable the first time. But once if you know her, like and maybe drinks go a long way. Alcohol helps to like put the nervousness away. But for me, it's like I gotta be comfortable with the person. I gotta know them at least a little bit. But yeah, I think people put too much emphasis on money and looks, and I just don't fall for that. I'm not into that stuff. I appreciate it, but I appreciate those two things, but I don't chase them.